Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Ol' Bill's Barbecue. Today we're going to be smoking up some Dino beef ribs. Okay, we're going to throw them onto our smoker, follow along so you can do it too.
Alright, as you can see, we got our beef ribs here and we got a new furry friend joining us for today's video. We're going to start off with injecting some beef broth in between these beef ribs, give it just a little bit more flavor, a little bit more moisture. Okay, we want to do that grid pattern, try and keep it about 1 inch spacing between each space we inject. Make a little pocket in between the beef, inject, get a little pocket full of juice, go about 1 inch away, same thing, inject. Just gonna keep doing this until we've covered all of the meat in the rack of beef ribs. Next up is our mustard for the binder. Don't worry, you won't taste it in the end product. We're just gonna throw a nice little bit on there. Spread it in with our hand. That way when we put our seasoning on, it sticks perfectly. Alright, we're going to start off with our Sasquatch SPG rub, our salt, pepper, garlic. Just do a nice liberal coating on all sides, that way we can penetrate that meat. Next up is our beef rub. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit on there just to give it a little bit of color. We don't need too much for the flavor, just that nice cherry color.
Alright, so we got our pit sitting at about 275 degrees. We're going to throw our beef ribs on there for about 3 hours, get some pullback on the bones, some nice color on the bark. We'll see you back in a little bit.
Alright, so we're 3 hours in. Our bark got a little bit more dark than I was hoping, but we're going to try and remedy that. So we're going to add in some of our red wine so we can get that nice, delicious flavor cooking in there with them. We're also going to add in some more beef broth just to get more of that beefy flavor. And of course, just to top it all off, give it that rich, extra flavor, we're going to throw in some bacon fat. It's about 3 to 4 teaspoons, just right on top. It'll render down, cook right into those beef ribs. As always, pretend this is Christmas and you're wrapping this present for yourself for later in the day. Do the best job you can so that way there's no air pockets in there and you're just cooking the meat and you're not braising it. Okay, wrap it up, throw it back on the smoker, and we'll see you back when they're done. Right, so these sat for 4 more hours on the smoker and then we let them rest for about 2 hours. Let's take a look. They do look juicy. They feel pretty tender. That bark softened up a little bit, which is what we wanted. It was pretty tough, pretty crispy. Look at this. That pull back on the bones. Let's get to cutting this up. Just slice right in between the 2 bones so we get an even amount of beef on each rib. Okay, let's take a look. Oh man, that is beautiful. It looks juicy. Look at the tenderness. I bet you this thing would fall right off the bone if I pulled it.
Alright, that's how you make some beef ribs. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you can stay up to date with what we do each week. We'll see you next week.